Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Janine. I'm a founder and an investor in the high-tech industry. Why am I talking to you today? Well, I just exited my latest company and I'm working on my next endeavor. And this is my active resting space. You know that concept at the gym, torturous concept at the gym. When you finish your biceps exercises, your trainer asks you to rest by doing 150 sit-ups. So this is me actively resting and sharing with you how I did it. Twice a company and I scaled twice. My mission is to help you not be part of that statistics that we sliced and diced earlier. Not just to survive, but to thrive. I'm here to share with you how to pinpoint and maximize the revenue streams within your organization. I've seen a lot of startups founders who rely heavily on investment. That's fine. That's not a bad thing. We'll talk about it. But also I've seen it in my own companies and in companies I've worked with that we often misidentify and leave revenue opportunities on the table. We leave revenues unclaimed. How and why and what's the solution? I'm here to walk you through on how to identify these revenue streams and establish and put in place processes that will help you optimize them. You want this business to succeed. You want your startup to succeed. 3 KPIs, not 75. 3. The first one, profitable client. You're going to tell me, duh. We're going to see in this channel, sometimes we just, especially at the beginning, we just work with clients just to build our portfolio, and not every client is profitable. So the first KPI, profitable client. The second KPI, referenceable client. We want our clients to be satisfied and to give us the reference for future businesses. The third KPI is a recurrent customer, is a customer that needs to come back for more services and more aspects of our product. Profitable, referenceable, and recurrent. And we're going to see in this channel and on my J Academy as well, how to reach these 3 KPIs. We will work together on how to identify key players on your project, on your endeavors. I've worked for over 2 decades with companies, and I've seen it over and over that executives and managers misidentify the important roles within the team. I'm going to ask you a question. Take a second and think about it. Who do you believe is the most important profile on your team? The vast majority of you will tell me the technical person, and it's not wrong. The technical person, but by technical, I don't mean just the developer or the programmer. The technical person holds the knowledge on a certain topic in any given industry, be it finance, manufacturing, IT, marketing, and it's not wrong that 99% of you would go to the technical person or the manager. I'm not going to give you the right answer in this video. Maybe in the next one. But for sure, the details of how to build an elite team that identifies and optimizes the opportunities that you have with your clients, the answer is in J Academy. J Academy is our knowledge hub, is where I packaged my lessons learned over 2 decades in this industry, where I package my lesson learns on how to have a profitable client, referenceable client, and a recurrent client. In J Academy, there is 2 folds, the science fold and what I call the art fold. And we're going to discuss on this channel both aspects. The science fold is the processes, tools, methodologies, know-how. It's a tool behind the curtain in a given SaaS company. The other fold of J Academy is more on the founder side, on the who the entrepreneur is, who the founder is. Think of it as a circle of like-minded individuals, bold, ambitious founders, exchanging on their challenges and their day-to-day. And this is why J Academy is a place where the art of being meets the science of doing. I'm all for the science of doing. I'm all for the processes, tools, know-how, and methodology. But I also a strong believer in the art of being an entrepreneur. One of the first steps in being a founder is not an idea or a product or a service. That's the second line of defense or offense, if you want. The first line of defense in being an entrepreneur is the mindset. And that mindset could be summarized in one sentence. I want to build a company. That's it. That's a mindset. With that mindset, you will be able to read the market accordingly and pivot whenever you need to pivot. I'm going to quote Jim Collins. He famously said it in his book, Built to Last, about the importance of that mindset, because it's that mindset that will help you read the market. It's very dynamic. You're working in a market that is very dynamic and changing every day. It's very important to properly read the dynamic and to pivot accordingly. For that, I'm going to share a quote from Jim Collins, Built to Last. One of the most important steps you can take in building a visionary company is not inaction, but a shift in perspective. It's better to understand who you are than where you are going, for where you are going will almost certainly change. The market is full of stories where companies started in one point and ended in another. We will talk in length about pivoting and this idea of a mindset and starting in one place only to find yourself in another. I do believe that founders don't need another classroom or training material full of theory. And that's why here I'm offering you shoulder checks, the actual blind spots that founders don't necessarily see, but they will no doubt encounter their journey. What they need is what I call shoulder checks, the blind spots that only founders who've been there, done that, could identify and navigate. Those forks in the road, the decisional skills, how to unlock revenue channels, how to minimize setbacks. And I said minimize and not eliminate because we cannot eliminate setbacks. Failure is part of the game, and we need to reframe our mind around it. That's a video that I will share with you later on setbacks and failure and how to reframe that in the world of founding a company. Founders need fellow entrepreneurs and founders who have mastered the game of play or perish, to tell it to them as it is. This is the first of many videos on this channel. Think of it as Netflix for entrepreneurs, featuring multiple series, each with its own seasons and episodes. The first series is J Academy. We're going to talk about the trick, what the trick is. We're going to see why do you need J Academy? What's an elite team? What revenue streams are we talking about? Where does the client fit in all that? For more information on J Academy, visit our website www.changegroup.com. Drop us a line at admin@changegroup.com. You can find the information in the description below the video. The more series are going to follow, not just J Academy. Thank you for watching, for listening. Visit our website, drop us a line, follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any subject that you would like to bring to this channel on challenges that you're living on a day-to-day, I will leave you with 3 things that I go by. Dream big, move in small steps, be bold.